Assalamu alaikum. My beloved students, how are you doing today? Hope you all are doing well. Alhamdulillah, I am also fine by the kindness of Allah the Exalted. Welcome to NIVS Home School. Here your as usual religion teacher Wahid Noor, assistant teacher of Islamic Studies, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. My dear students, today I will take the class of Islamic Studies for class 5. Today our topic is Board question BQA. It means Board question answer part 2 chapter 4. Students, this is the part number 2. Already last class we have finished part 1. Lecture number 9 in annual term, HW also there, HW number 9. My dear students, last class we have finished from exercise of chapter 4, first broad question answer. Today inshallah we will finish from exercise rest of all broad question answer. I am showing you the book. Bring your book and see. This is the exercise chapter 4. From 5 to last we will finish inshallah. From 5 to last we will finish today. My dear students, see the paper. Like the last class, I didn't write the question because you will get the question in your textbook. But I am telling you the question, then we will discuss one by one the answer. So question number up to question 4 we have finished last class. So now bring your book and see the question number 5. Question 5 is write a list of the names of places of pronunciation of the Arabic letters. I mean, from how many places we are pronouncing the Arabic letters, that places we will write. So question number 5 answer is a list of the names of the place of pronunciation. Students, see the attention to the spelling of pronunciation. Many of the times few students they are mistaking the spelling of pronunciation and pronouns. So this is the pronunciation of the Arabic letters. So that places names are number 1, cavity of nose and mouth, tongue, palate, uvula. Uvula means the inside the mouth there is a small tongue, that is called uvula. Base, middle and end part of the larynx. And number 2, lower lip. Number 3, 2 teeth of upper and lower jaw, etc. So my dear students, from that answer we are clear. From that places when we will recite the Holy Quran, all the letters we will utter, we will pronounce from that places. Mainly all are related from our mouth. 2 lips, palate, teeth, larynx, inside the mouth, all are related. Well, now question number 6. Question 6 is make a list of the letters which are pronounced from the throat. See, I written there are 6 letters which are pronounced from the throat. Throat, it can be changed the word, there are 6 letters which are pronounced from the larynx. Larynx, throat, vocal cord, all are same. So they are, my dear students, I didn't write that 3 makhraj number 1, 2 and 3 because you will get this in your book. So after they are, you will write makhraj number 1, 2 and 3 with letters. For example, number 1 is first part of the larynx, hamzaha, then middle part of the larynx, ainha, third part of the, last part of the larynx, goin kha. So that 3 makhrajes you will write after they are. I hope you understood. Now question number 7, make a list of the letters which are pronounced from the tongue. Students, this answer are very long, but I told you last one class or two classes, you have to memorize all makhrajes. So now that time. Question number 7, the which letters, which makhrajes are related to your tongue. Now see a list of the letters which are pronounced by the help of the tongue. I didn't write the answer. You will get this answer from the makhraj number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So total 10 makhrajes are there. My dear students, keep attention here. This question can come like that, which letters are pronounced, which makhrajes are pronounced by the help of the tongue, or how many makhrajes are pronounced by the help of the tongue. So it can be changed like this. Then you will write same as a list of the letters which are pronounced by the help of the tongue. So they are after from the makhraj number 4 to 13, total 10 makhrajes which are related with the tongue. So you have to memorize this. Question number 8, what is waqf? Students, see the book. Question number 8, there are 3 parts. I told you one day in broad question there will be 2 parts or 3 parts. So there is the 3 parts. First one is what is waqf. So I written the first one, the answer, what is waqf. Waqf is an Arabic word. It means to pause or stop. This is the word meaning. And in terms of tajweed, means according to the law of tajweed, to give a pause if needed between 2 breaths while reciting the Holy Quran is called waqf. So this is the main definition. If you write only this, that also will be correct, but I hope I advise you write all, then that will be better. Now the second part. Second part is what is its purpose? I mean, what is the purpose of waqf? Answer is, the purpose of using waqf is to help someone who has no knowledge of Arabic language to understand where to give a pause and where to stop. Otherwise, displaced stopping may cause distortion. Distortion means change of the meaning. So this is the purpose of waqf. And last part is, who was the first person to use this sign? I mean, who used the waqf sign at first? Last one class already we discussed that name is Abu Abdullah Muhammad ibn Tayfur used this sign for the first time. My dear students, if I explain this answer according to the marks, then it will be like this. The first part will be, for example, 2 marks, I mean what is called waqf. Then second part, what is its purpose, then that will be 3 marks. And then last part, who used at first this sign, that will be 1 mark. So total is 6 marks. So like this, distribute the marks in broad question answer. I hope you understood. Now question number 9. Draw the sign of waqf tam, lazim and mutlaq and write their duration of pause. My dear students, this sign, waqf sign, can be changed. For example, draw the sign of waqf jaiz, waqf murakkas and another name. But what is in our book, we will discussing that things. So question number 9 answer is, all this answer you will get in your book. After that I written, this is the like a 0. So you can memorize by the name 0. So this is called waqf tam. This sign indicates the finishing of the sentences. We must stop where this sign is used, but if any other sign is seen on it, we will act accordingly. And number 2 is, this is called mim. So this sign is called waqf lazim. The reader must stop here, otherwise there is possibility of change of meaning. And number 3, this sign, this is ta. This sign is called waqf mutlaq. It is like comma. It indicates that a short break is better here. My dear students, if I distribute by the marks this question answer, then it will be like this. You have to drawing 3 sign of waqf and with the definition. So it will be like this: 2 for one sign, then another 2 for another sign, and then another 2 for last sign. So total is 6. This type of also marks distribution will be in your board question. And now question number 10. Write the meaning of Surah Al-Fil. My dear students, last 1 or 2 classes I told you for memorizing the all meaning what is in your book. 5 surah are there. You have to memorize the surah and also the meaning. So I written there the meaning of Surah Al-Fil is, then you will start like this. At first the meaning of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My dear students, if you don't write the meaning of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, no problem at all. After that, but if you write, that will be better. The examiner will be happy. That's why I written there, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Then you will write the 5 ayats meaning of Surah Al-Fil. You will get that from page number 100 from your textbook. So after these 2 lines, you will write the meaning of Surah Al-Fil. Meaning of Surah Al-Fil. I hope you understood. My dear students, the last question is in your chapter 4, question number 11, write Surah Al-Kawthar in Arabic. But we have experienced last few years there is no commands for writing the Arabic, mainly the Arabic. So I hope you will not get this type of question for writing the Arabic in Surah Kawthar. After that, we leave that question in your short syllabus. According to the short syllabus, we didn't give that question. That's why we are not discussing about this. But you can practice at home. If the PEC exam come, then you can write. But most of the time in PEC exam come for writing in English, not in Arabic. So students, see, attention to the HW. HW number 9 is only answer from question number 5, 6, 8 and 10. Students, again I am telling you, you have to write the question number only answer. Question number 5, 6, 8 and 10 number. So I skip 2 questions, that is 7 and 9. 7 and 9. These questions I skip. I hope you understood and do your HW according to the instruction here. And this is the lecture number 9. My dear students, that's all for today. I hope you understood clearly my discussion. Keep practicing at home, stay safe and give the importance to the HW and submit the HW and get the 2.5 for each HW. To abide by your parents, stay safe. See you soon inshallah. Till then, Assalamu alaikum.